Hello and welcome to a review of the Wendt jackknife. Although I don't think that's quite what they're calling it, but it is essentially a jackknife lockpick set from Wendt, who, confusing enough, are also known as Zyfix. So if you're looking for this, it is Google Wendt lockpick and it'll come up with a website that says Zyfix. Wendt is a German company, hence Germany. Known for making very high quality tools, not the cheapest but high quality. This is weighing in at 31.5 grams, which, okay, the weight with clip 33.5. Only the Germans would be so specific to put the weight with and without the clip on it. Interesting thing about the clip, I'll show you that now in a minute. Measurements without the clip of Bomb made in Germany. As you can see, profiles. Huge thanks to Locknu for testing and consultation on this product. Boom, boom, boom. And I got this in blue. It does come in black. Sorry about the glare. I don't have my normal light set up with me at the minute. This is the new shed. Yeah, I went with blue because, well, I thought blue, meh. It made a bit of difference. Now, before I open this, what is this competing with? This is my everyday carry, sort of. It was sitting a thing. I've used this in one or two little bits. This is the only actual other jackknife I have, which is the H&H. You'll find this under a lot of different brands. It's cheap Chinese. It does the job. Now you just gotta push this out. One tensioner. Loosen up here. Boom, 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 boom. And you have all your pick profiles. I do like this selection of picks. It's fairly different than the selection that Wendt use. But one thing I really like having in this is the snowman. Well, the half ball, half snowman, or full snowman I would have really liked. But this is the sort of thing that's convenient. There's also in the actual price range that Wendt are, which is about, I think it was about 35 euros after tax. They're sort of competing with Southord and a few other bits and bobs. The H&H, I think at the time I got this in special, I paid about, I don't know, I think it was only about £5 sterling. So I have one or two of these floating about. It's very hard to put this in on the camera. You'll get it in there, and yeah. One of the things that I didn't like about this was look how pretty and shiny it is. You start throwing that in the pocket and all these little scratches and stuff. So I've never actually had this in my pocket and I still got a few scratches. It does have a nice little hole here for attaching it to your keychain. Now, other things it competes with. The H&H pen. Basically, you have a load of profiles on the back. There's your tensioner. And you got to pull the profiles out and go, which one do I want? And there's like, well, there's a few odd ones there. And anyway. Not the best of them. So this is sort of a everyday in your pocket emergency type set. So open this up. Boom, 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 boom. Haven't opened this before, but I have seen Lockdude's review. Funny enough, one of the men from Wendt, I forget his name, posted on one of the pages. If you ask in the comments section when you're putting your order for a couple of the pick profiles that were badly cut, that they don't use, I think I'll upside down, and they'll pop them in, which is great because you can make your own profiles and whatnot and do a few bits and bobs. Now, of course, if you have those profiles, it's handy for practicing finishing profiles and whatnot, and although I have been told these don't really need finishing. One of the first things to note is here is a typical harpoon shaped key extractor. Now this is included, and you can see the notching system is how it locks in. But this is included if you want to take out one of the profiles. I'm hit or miss whether I'd want it. The thing is, if I need something lock related in an emergency, or I'm helping someone out, I'm probably gonna want a key extractor. Now I do carry in my boot a lot of the time my Picksets and whatnot in the practice bag. Okay, so just before we get out here, this is for opening up the little bits here and here to get the in and out. And it's also, because if you take this one out, you can slide the clip off. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the clip or not. And then they have this little bit you can pop in and screw it in, so you don't have a hole left here where it slots in, which I thought was quite handy. And obviously they have one of these little chain link things. It feels quite good quality, better than the pack I got off of Amazon. I had a pack of about 100 assorted sizes floating around here somewhere. Very nice firm foam storage. I mean, the attention to the detail is excellent when it comes to little things like that, even though it's just the packaging. First thing is, it's very light. Very, very light. Roughly the same size, but I would say at least about half the weight. One of the things I really liked about this was you're not worrying about this getting scratched up so much. Now, that okay, 2 tensioners, which slid out fairly easily. Boom. Yeah, 2 very different size tensioners. I think, are they roughly the same thickness? No, one's slightly thicker. One is definitely shorter. Big peeve with a lot of people is they don't have the thickness, or sorry, the options of other tensioners. I would hazard a guess that if you wanted to make your own custom one, you probably want to fit in there a little bit, because there is a little bit of play. Now, you'll see very neatly packed in here profiles. So, push in. Just a little awkward because I'm doing it with the camera there. But once we get past certain points, we'll have a look at the profiles. Now, Locknew was very heavily involved in this, and one thing I'll have to tell you now is they feel a lot sturdier than the H&H. They do feel like good quality. These are 0.6 millimeters, I believe. This is probably what I'd end up using instead of the half ball. So we have a snake rake, very, very common. We have Bogota, or if you're in America, you have to call it triple beak. The classic city rake. It's one of those ones I love it, I hate it. We have, what's that? Small hook, medium hook, deep hook, and the DeForest half diamond. So leave one out, pop the rest back in. They are just sitting in there perfectly. Little tiny bit of play there, but nothing I'd be concerned about, because you're only putting pressure this way. You're not suddenly putting pressure that way and then that way. Comfort in hand. Yeah, it's not too long, not too short. It does feel really, really good in hand, and that clip is not bothering me as much as I thought it would. Finish wise, I think you could do a little bit of extra finishing, but good to use straight out of the pack. And as I said, they feel quality. Now, how easy it's, yeah, just in. We'll get the other ones out. Switch over. And there's a click where it's going to hold in. Again, tiny bit of play. Tiny. But you're not going to notice that. Especially since a lot of people hold them like this. Tensioners, they are fairly solid. Definitely. They've got some sort of coating on them. Definitely not just cheap Chinese crap that's thrown in. I would assume these come out of the same German factory. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'll probably do an update later when I've used it a bit. But yeah, this is definitely replacing this on my little I have a little EDC pocket thing I keep. It has all pens and a little screwdriver and a few bits, and I think this will definitely be replacing that. Oh, I'm just so glad they did this in plastic instead of silver. It saves so much weight, and you're not as worried about it. Plus, I have to say, fairly reasonable price. I think it's about 35, it's 10% off now. I think it was €35 with the tax. DHL shipping, so I did order one or two other little bits just to maximize the shipping, take advantage of the shipping. But yeah, and I see it's a nice big opening, which not a lot of them have, for getting something to loop through. Yeah, so that is it. That is the Lockmaster jackknife Pickset by Wendt or Zyfix, which definitely worth having in the collection. Will I use it on a regular basis? Probably not. Will it get me out of a little jam every now and then? Maybe on the very odd occasion, but definitely, if you're looking at any of his jackknife sets, definitely avoid the cheap Chinese stuff. Well, for the money you can't go wrong. But I think I'm at a level now or a stage where I soon just pay the extra and get the quality finish. The locking system, which to be honest I haven't seen anywhere else. This is like a standard sort of pocket knife locking system. It makes it so much easier. So fold that up. And I'm assuming these just slot in. I love the fact you get two different tensioners. Now, saying that, I mightn't love it when I'm going to put them back in. But the biggest complaint that everyone has with all the other ones is very simple. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, definitely not going anywhere. So yeah, definitely worth a shot. Definitely worth paying for. I mean, if you're going to pay 10 plus shipping for something like that, or I think this one is, I can't remember what that was, like 20 something on plus shipping. Definitely worth going the extra couple of quid. Plus, Wendt have, is it Wendt or Wendt? I pronounce it Wendt. I think it's pronounced Wendt. Have a lot of cool stuff on the website, so definitely we're ordering one as an excuse to order other stuff off the website. So if you liked the video, click like and subscribe.